Good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I am currently driving through what is supposed to be said to be the best neighborhood in South Bend, Indiana. And the area that I'm driving through is called the North Shore Triangle. Now, obviously, for those of you that got a little bit of money and you're looking to buy a house here in South Bend, this is the area where you will want to come and buy a house. If you're looking to live in the best area that the city of South Bend has to offer you. Now, I want people to bear in mind that South Bend, like any other city, has its in-between areas to where everyday people, quote unquote, will live. But this area, the North Shore Triangle neighborhood, is the best neighborhood here in South Bend. So if you live in this area, congratulations, I guess. For making all the right choices that led you to earn the income necessary to live around this area. Now, as I drive through this neighborhood, some of the houses I see don't look real big or real fancy. They look like the type of house that you can probably purchase for less than $100,000. Now, I'm pretty sure in this area there might be a few fixer-uppers that you might be able to grab up for well less than $100. But yeah, this area is still South Bend, Indiana. Like I told you on my previous videos, South Bend is not all bad. You know, the majority of the negative publicity that South Bend receives, the activities that cause that type of publicity, primarily happens over on the west end of this city. Now, I'm not saying the west end of the city is all bad, because even when you go to the west end of South Bend, the entire west side is not all bad. You just have to know where to go and where not to go. But the bad parts of South Bend are the parts of the city, is the part of the city where the majority of the negative publicity comes from. Now, I'm going to just try to skip around a little bit, because there's certain areas that if I drive in a certain direction, the sun will go right in my eyes, and then I won't be able to see a damn thing. So I'm gonna have to skip around a little bit. Now around here, a lot of your homes are bigger and older, and the majority of them have been kept up pretty well. And I believe I may have driven through some of this earlier, mistaking it for, well, I think I've driven through some of this area on my west side video, the west side of South Bend video. Well, no, I did not take that back. I don't know if you guys saw that a minute ago, but a minute ago I drove by a house to where there was a father and a son playing ball. I mean, I think the father and the son was practicing catch for baseball. Now, I made a video a little bit ago about the north side of Elyria, Ohio, the neighborhood I'm from, and I made a comment stating that, there's a woman that was trying to train her son how to ride a bike, and I made a comment that that was a good mother. Well, I don't know if you guys saw it just a minute ago, but You know, there was a father out with his son playing catch. Now, for those of you that saw that, that's an example of a good father. That's an example of a good father. Those are the type of fathers that we need. I mean, whenever I see a woman being a good mother or a man being a good father, you know, that deserves recognition. Because, you know, I mean, nowadays you have a lot of parents that don't spend the proper amount of time with their kids. They throw their kids in front of a computer or hand them a cell phone, and then that's about all. And then maybe they might send their kids to school if they're somewhat of a responsible parent. But there's not a whole lot of parents anymore that spend quality time with their kids, such as teaching them how to ride a bike or playing catch with them, keeping them active, you know, spending time with them outside to where the kids stay active, they stay healthy, they maintain a healthy diet and a healthy body weights. So whenever I see a parent be a good parent, I'm gonna bring that to y'all's attention. For some of you younger viewers that are watching my channel, I'm gonna bring it to y'all's attention. So when y'all get older, y'all have your own children and want to raise your own family at some point, you at least will have an idea of what it looks like to be a good and responsible parent. Now at this point, I'm leaving the triangle. I'm leaving the North Shore Triangle. I'm just going to do some driving around in a few other areas that are close by and see if I can find any neighborhoods with, I don't know, with smaller and maybe more affordable houses. Oh, and as I drive through a lot of these more well-off areas, I want you guys to take notes of some of the vehicles that are parked out in the street here. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of fancy vehicles sitting on 24s or any of that kind of madness. So I want you guys to take note of that. whenever I drive through these better, or I'll just say well-off communities, just take a glance at a lot of the vehicles. Like I told you guys on the video that I made up on Richmond, Indiana. A lot of people who live in these more fluent communities typically are not gonna drive a super fancy vehicle. And although the North Shore Triangle might be one of the most, if not the most fluent neighborhoods here in South Bend, Indiana, there's also a lot of other neighborhoods in this city that are rather fluent. That I'm gonna go ahead and drive you guys through. Okay, I did a whole half-hour video of the less well-off areas, I'll just call them. So it's only fair that I do a full half hour of a video like this. So next time you guys watch these other YouTubers and they talk about how bad it is in South Bend, the crime, the school district, blah, 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 just keep a neighborhood like this in mind and just remember that South Bend does have fluent areas like this. South Bend is not all bad. It's not all ghetto. Even if you do, for whatever reason, have to live in the poor part of the city, like I told you guys earlier, as long as you stay away from negativity, you'll be okay. But yeah, just keep this video in mind the next time some other YouTuber wants to talk bad about South Bend, as if South Bend doesn't have any decent areas. And right in front of us is the Notre Dame University community. The Notre Dame area is right in front of this neighborhood. And I can only imagine how expensive a lot of these houses are going to be. I mean, this current housing market, even in South Bend. I mean, if I had to take a wild guess, I bet the average cost of a house around here is probably, I'm going to say $300,000. Now, once again, anyone that knows this area, leave a comment below and give me a more accurate figure if I'm not being accurate. Alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. I have approached my half-hour mark. So, thanks for watching. Everybody have a blessed one, and I will see you guys on the next video.